Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. As Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I've decided to show you all how to make a simple chocolate cake and ice it up with some ganache. It's a very easy recipe, so let's begin. We need 1 cup of flour, half a cup of condensed milk, 1/4 cup of butter, a tablespoon of yogurt, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, a teaspoon of coffee powder, some soda water, some baking soda, baking powder, and some vanilla essence. So let's begin by greasing our baking tin. After greasing, dust the baking tin with some all-purpose flour. Now let's set the baking tin aside. We would begin by sifting all the dry ingredients. That's the all-purpose flour, the baking powder, baking soda, cocoa powder, coffee powder, and a pinch of salt. Make sure to mix all the dry ingredients really well before you sieve them. Now, in a large bowl, combine the condensed milk, the butter, yogurt, and the vanilla essence. Make sure all your ingredients are at room temperature and the butter is soft. Combine all the wet ingredients together. You can either use a spatula or go ahead and use a whisk. Once the wet ingredients are well combined, let's go ahead and add in our dry ingredients, followed by the soda water. You can completely skip the soda and use milk instead. Add the soda water little at a time and mix in. Add the soda water as required just to adjust the consistency of the batter. After combining the wet and dry ingredients, the batter looks ready. Using a spatula, just fold in all the ingredients gently and scrape out the sides. Transfer the batter into the baking tin. Using a spatula, even out the batter and also gently tap the tin so there are no air bubbles trapped. Now place the tin into the preheated oven and bake for about 40 to 45 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. After 40 minutes, the cake looks ready. Check by inserting a toothpick into the center of the cake. If it comes out clean, our cake is ready. Now run a knife around the edges of the cake. And let's unmold the cake. Place the cake on a cooling rack until it cools down completely. This chocolate cake turns out really soft. While our cake is cooling down, let's prepare our ganache for icing. We need equal amount of chocolate and fresh cream. Heat the cream and add it to the chocolate. The hot cream will eventually melt down the chocolate. I'm using a combination of dark chocolate and milk chocolate. Let's mix everything together. If the chocolate is not melting down easily, you may even go ahead and microwave this mixture just for a few seconds until the chocolate melts down. The cake has cooled down and I'm dividing it into two parts. After the cake has cooled down completely, split it into two layers. Place the top layer onto a plate and wet the cake with some simple sugar syrup. This will help to keep the cake moist. Now let's add the chocolate ganache and spread it out evenly on the cake layer. Now place the second layer of the cake and sprinkle it with some sugar syrup. After sprinkling the sugar syrup, cover the cake with the remaining ganache. Today I am roughly covering up the cake with the ganache using a spatula. This cake can be also decorated with flowers, colorful sprinkles, fruits. After covering the cake with the ganache, leave it into the refrigerator to chill for some time. Right now, I would be cutting a slice of the cake to show how it has turned out. As you can see, the cake has turned out really soft, moist and delicious. Please do try this recipe and leave your feedback, comments, suggestions for me in the comment section below. The detailed recipe is in the description box below. If you like my recipes, please do subscribe to my channel. See you next time with another recipe. Thanks for watching.